Hi, today I wanted to share with you how to build raised garden beds on a budget using no tools. So this is how I did it. I used concrete corner blocks that are sold at Lowe's and Home Depot. I used 2 per each of the corners of the raised bed, so a total of 8 corner blocks. And then I used untreated wood boards that are also sold at Lowe's and Home Depot. I used 3 boards that are 2 by 12 by 16. I had people in the store cut those boards for me. 2 were cut in half and 1 board was cut into 4 pieces. And they gladly did that for me. And that gave me 2 raised beds that are 4 by 8 feet long, which is, these are the raised beds that I built. You can use a different size wood. You can use wood that is 12 feet long. That will give you raised beds that are 3 by 6. So you can have them cut the same way. 2 boards in half and 1 board into 4 pieces, and you will get 2 raised beds that are 3 by 6. And if you're just getting into gardening, smaller beds are a little bit easier to handle. And then installation is easy. You stack 2 corner blocks on each of the corners of the raised bed. Oh, sorry, and that one. And then the corner blocks have these grooves where you slide in the boards. And that's it. As long as your area where you're installing raised beds is fairly level, installation is very easy. So I stacked 2 of the concrete corner blocks on each of the corners of the raised beds. So used a total of 8. And then I put the boards into these grooves. You can see all boards on 4 sides. I will put the last board right here when all this is filled with compost, and a blend of compost and landscape soil. I used the cardboard to keep whatever grass or weed that didn't quite die from growing through the soil. I highly recommend using untreated wood boards because pressure-treated wood is treated with chemicals, and those chemicals will leach into the soil, and it's just not safe because you will be growing vegetables and food in these raised beds, and it's not safe for you to use pressure-treated wood. You can use garden seal, which is a clear sealant, to coat your boards, and that will prolong their life. So I prepped the area where I was going to install new raised garden beds in advance. I basically just extended my existing garden. My area is somewhat level, so I just covered everything with thick black plastic. You can use tarp, and I secured the edges so that it just stays stays put. It doesn't get blown away with wind. And then after 4 to 6 weeks, I removed the black plastic. I laid landscape fabric, and I installed the edging so that grass doesn't grow into my garden space, because I don't want to deal with grass in between my rows. After installation of the raised beds, I laid this gravel, and I will lay some more of this gravel down the road. Hey. This is Noah. He is my trusty assistant. Helps me with a lot of my garden projects. He's also my neighbor. So this is how we filled the raised garden beds. And that's it. This is how you can make raised garden beds on a budget using no tools.